The Indiana Fever have dropped a new workout video with the rookies. I think I saw Jillian Aileen in there too, practicing with Caitlin Clark, and everyone is going crazy.
She could potentially be one of the best point guards to ever play in the WNBA.
I think the vibes are really good, and that's what's really fun about it. Like, you know, obviously we're probably not in the heat of battle yet. I mean, we're out here competing with one another, but at the same time, like, everybody's here supporting one another and having fun and enjoying it. And I think that's what's cool about it.
Well, we've talked in length about the Indiana Fever and what they did in the offseason, but I think they obviously are taking winning and capitalizing off of this Caitlin Clark moment they have going very seriously.
The WNBA has completely changed, and the changes are coming from Indiana. Forget about quiet workouts and cautious starts. The Fever's training camp didn't just begin, it burst, sending shockwaves across the entire league. Caitlin Clark lighting it up in viral videos.
Caitlin Clark, in that, has become arguably the most influential basketball player in the world, both on the men's and the women's side.
With a stacked starting five that moves like a championship team and a daring new campaign that tells the entire WNBA, the Indiana Fever didn't just whisper their arrival, they roared it in just 2 days, and every franchise was put on notice. From jaw-dropping fast breaks to Clark making her trademark deep threes to an unstoppable team chemistry, this camp is already rewriting the season before it even starts.
The WNBA saw a boom like we have never seen. We saw Caitlin Clark come into the league. We saw the Caitlin Clark effect. We saw the influx in fans who flooded to the WNBA, and many of those were there for Caitlin Clark.
Additionally, the Indiana Fever only needed one scrimmage to completely upend the WNBA's power rankings. As soon as their training camp tape surfaced on social media, it exploded. If you're a Caitlin Clark fan and want to show your support for her, leave a comment.
And this video already has 120,000 views in just less than a day. So that's how excited people are to see this new Indiana Fever team. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some of the things that stood out to me. And again, I'm not gonna get too excited or down on different things. This is the very first day of training camp. This is the first official scrimmage that these girls have done together. One thing that stood out to me almost immediately, though, is you can see who the projected starters are going to be. So that's DeWanna Bonner, Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Howard, Kelsey Mitchell, and of course, Caitlin Clark at the point guard.
In less than a day, over 120,000 views soared, and fans, analysts, and even rival players couldn't take their eyes off it. This was because what they saw wasn't just a team warming up, rather, it was a squad that appeared poised to dominate right now. The projected starting five left no doubt about how serious Indiana is about winning. Caitlin Clark's running field Dana Bonner and Kelsey Mitchell spread the floor. Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard are in charge of the paint.
So all the rookies are in Indiana. They were at the Pacers game, tossing out shirts with the rest of the team. So hot off the presses, the Indiana Fever have dropped a workout video, which has Bree Hall, it has Yvonne Ejim, and it has Michaela Timpson showing off their stuff with Caitlin Clark.
That's a starting unit with scoring defense and veteran leadership ingrained in every play. What attracted the most attention wasn't just the players on the court, but rather how well coordinated they already appeared. The Fever were switching cleanly and closing gaps with accuracy last season, and Natasha Howard stood out as a one-woman wrecking crew that hustled on every play, blocked shots, and grabbed loose balls. Despite his age, Bonner had a coach-like appearance on the court.
How she felt the team was gelling and how she felt about the addition of DeWanna Bonner. She basically said that when she talks, people listen, and she kind of wants to like win it all for her. Here it is.
DB's been tremendous, and obviously, you know, not only as a leader, she's a tremendous basketball player too. She's won championship. She knows what it is. So when she speaks, everybody listens. So I think that was the piece of the thing we were missing last year. It's like we didn't really have that inside of our locker room. So just really grateful for that, and you know, just the way she talks and she leads. Like for me as a second-year point guard, like I want to win for her. Like this is the end of her career. Like she deserves it.
From the first whistle, Indiana dominated the floor with both their first and second units, turning every rebound into a fast break and every turnover into an immediate scoring opportunity. Their off-ball movement on both ends and their ability to direct teammates, spot openings, and make astute reads before the ball even moved spoke of a team that is no longer rebuilding but reloading pace. All week long, players reiterated the same message. They want to play quickly and exhaust teams in the gym. The difference now is that they have the tools to do it, and the organization unveiled its most audacious marketing campaign ever just when supporters believed Indiana couldn't put on a show.
This is such an opportunity for the league to capitalize on the growth, on the new fans, on the jersey sales, on all of these things now.
Beneath the tagline, as you are aware, the Fever shot all the league in the face with their campaign film and apparel, which roared swagger from announcing that every game is a home game to showing off how their away games convert into Fever fan takeovers. This isn't the same Fever squad from last year. This is a team that looks ready to control both the scoreboard and the spotlight. If there was one moment that defined why this training camp went viral, it was Caitlin Clark's signature. Showtime performance. Indiana made it very clear that they aren't chasing greatness anymore. They're here to claim it by the end of day 2. Clark running the floor on a fast break, pulling up for a deep 3 in rhythm, drilling it clean, and then crashing into the padded wall in typical Caitlin fashion was depicted in the social media sensation. It was bold, electric, and instantly iconic. She even joked about it on Instagram after it happened. Not sure why I celebrated like that, but it didn't matter. The message was clear. Caitlin Clark is not easing into her sophomore season, she's coming in full speed. In her interview before day 2, Clark explained why she spent the offseason laser focused on one thing: getting stronger. It wasn't just the highlights that made her performance more impressive, it was the control Clark handled the offense like. A seasoned veteran, her decision-making looked sharper, her court vision even crisper, and her confidence off the charts in scrimmage after scrimmage. Clark orchestrated the offense flawlessly, running high pick and rolls, setting up teammates like Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston, and even lobbing perfect passes to rookie Michaela Timpson to test her catch radius.
I mean, that was like my biggest focus in the offseason, is just trying to get stronger and really working on that. And really thankful for Sarah, our strength and conditioning coach, like put in a lot of time with me, and we were in here consistently. Like, I think that was the biggest thing for myself, is just having that consistency to be able to work on it for 6 months or whatever it was. So I certainly feel a lot stronger, and you know, I'm a pretty self-aware person. I knew that was going to be a huge part of it, and you know, it's going to help me offensively, it's going to help me defensively, it's going to help me not get as tired throughout games. So yeah, definitely one of the focus points of my off season is just getting stronger, and you know, even through these 2 practices, like I can certainly feel it.
In a blunt statement, Clark stated, "I certainly feel a lot stronger. It's going to help me offensively, defensively, and help me not get as tired throughout games. That's crucial because last season, the grind of jumping straight from college to the pros wore her down. Now she's conditioned, rested, and equipped to go the distance beyond her physical growth." She credited Indiana's strength and conditioning coach with helping her build muscle and endurance that she didn't have as a rookie. Clark demonstrated maturity as a leader by discussing developing relationships with her new teammates and stressing the value of chemistry and communication in making this stacked roster work. She made it clear that the goal is collective dominance rather than individual glory or egos, and with veterans like Dana Bonner by her side, a man she called a selfless leader, Clark appears poised to elevate her game and her team to new heights. Analysts and fans are already discussing what this means: a stronger, smarter, and more at ease. Every other team finds it extremely difficult to play against Caitlin Clark, who stunned the league with her 25-point performances as a rookie last year and is still learning this season thanks to her better body and a greater comprehension of the speed and intensity of the league. By the conclusion of the first stretch of camp, double-doubles and 30-point performances may simply become the norm. Caitlin Clark still has Indiana fever, even though it was clear that everything was stacked. Indiana has transformed from a tenacious underdog to a team that might dominate the league's attention throughout the season because to her skill set, leadership, and star power.
Indiana Fever last season were a team that just went to work, didn't say much, just let their on-court play speak for itself. Like, they were at the center of all of the drama within the WNBA. Like, everybody was coming after the Indiana Fever and coming after their fans, and they really just didn't say a word. They kind of just stayed focused, went to work, didn't let the outside noise get to them. And then here we have today, basically clapping back at all of that and proving that they know that they are the moment, they are the Showtime team, they are the biggest team currently in the WNBA.
While the veterans dominated early headlines, it was evident from the scrimmages and workouts that Indiana's new additions aren't just here to fill roster spots. They're here to make an immediate impact. If Caitlin Clark was the spark, the Fevers. Rookies are the gasoline that's about to ignite this team's future. Leading that rookie charge is Michaela Timpson, whose name is already ringing across Fever fan circles.
My takeaway, I don't see Michaela Timpson not making the cut. And her wingspan, it's 6'10", by the way. It's on display. Let's watch it though. All right, Michaela Timpson talking to Aaliyah. There's Yvonne Ejim, Bree Hall. Ooh, nice pass. Looked good. Yvonne, that was good. I like that from Bree. Okay, that was a little bit of a slow release. Oh, see, that was good. Oh, that was a really nice jumper. Okay, Bree doing a layup. Bree's getting another layup. Okay, this lob pass right here. Let's just go over that again. Okay, remember, Michaela Timpson has a 6'10" wingspan, but if she had a 6'9" wingspan, would she have been able to get that?
Timpson, who stands 6'3" with a 6'10" wingspan, is the epitome of a draft steal. Fans have dubbed her a future star after seeing videos of her catching lobs from Caitlin Clark, rising above defenders with ease, and displaying her long-range reach. These videos instantly went viral on social media, with one fan writing, "Maya Timpson Rookie of the Year agenda starts now. Her ability to stretch the floor guard multiple positions and finish around the rim adds an entirely new dimension to Indiana's attack, something they lacked last season." However, Timpson wasn't the only player drawing attention. During the Fever's training sessions, Bree Hall and Yvonne Aim demonstrated their quick shooting, crisp footwork, and high basketball IQ. Hall's smooth mid-range jumper and IM's assured shot demonstrated that Indiana's depth is greater than most people realized. These aren't rookies playing catch-up, they're forcing their way into the conversation. Even if none of the three rookies make the opening day rotation, the competitiveness and enthusiasm they bring to camp is driving the entire team to level up.
Caitlin is already testing the limits of Michaela's catch radius, LMFAO, Lob City, here we come. Everybody is like commenting on her wingspan, I'm telling you, and there's a good reason to. That was the first thing that I noticed watching this workout. Now, a lot of people are commenting on the fact that they have signed rookie scale contracts, and that is not surprising. They can be signed to the Indiana Fever but not make the team or not make the cut, or they can be like released. I think that this just ensures that the Indiana Fever can sign them, and the Indiana Fever can like either stash them away overseas, have them come back later, maybe if they want them to get a little more experience, or they can sign them to the injury list. I don't know if that's like, you know, like a loophole, but I think that that's one way that they can bring two people on instead of just the one that they can afford right now.
And even though the rookies were outstanding on the court, Indiana's front office made it clear off the court that this isn't just a team, it's a movement. From the hype video, they boldly declared, "We're not here for the moment, we're here for the takeover to the team store dropping merchandise with every game as a home game." This isn't just empty bravado either, as the Fever have more exposure than any other team in the league every night, with 41 of 44 games nationally televised. Millions of people will watch not just Clark, but every rookie, veteran, and possession, and every team that plays Indiana benefits from that exposure as well. The Fever aren't just developing a contender, they're elevating the entire WNBA. They're also giving themselves a strategic advantage. With 11 games in 20 days, punishing back-to-backs, and a grueling road trip schedule, Indiana had one of the most difficult early schedules in league history last season. This year, it's the opposite.
Everything is just absolutely new. It feels really good. It feels fresh. It's kind of like when you take your clothes out the dryer, kind of like fresh. It feels just different. And it feels good because we have new leadership, we got new players, we got vet leadership, and so I think all that combined just makes for a good atmosphere. It feels good.
How does that help you guys elevate even more for the players who are returning?
It makes it easier. I remember this time last year, it didn't feel good. So we had to get that in order first, in order for people to start playing well. It's like the domino effect. But I think once your culture is kind of established, how you guys see it now, I think it makes everything else way easier. I don't know if that makes sense, but wait.
With more home games and no early back-to-backs, the Fever are off to a friendlier start, allowing their stacked roster more time to bond, develop chemistry, and accumulate early victories. Bottom line, the truth is that what happened at Indiana, Fever training camp isn't a fluke or just preseason hype, it's the beginning of a takeover. From Caitlin Clark's electric plays and leadership to the veterans locking in like a championship squad to rookies like Michaela Timpson already creating their own highlight reels, this team is built to dominate now and scare the league for years to come. Indiana isn't just talented, they're prepared, motivated, and perfectly positioned to launch a historic season with a superstar in Clark, veterans eager for a championship, and rookies ready to shock the league. The audacious advertising campaign. This isn't just basketball anymore, it's the Caitlin Clark show. It's a Fever dynasty in the making. The entire WNBA is officially on notice, and if you're a Caitlin Clark fan and want to support her, don't forget to type 100% in the comments. The national TV spotlight all points to one thing. The Indiana Fever didn't just show up this season, they've arrived to own it. If the rest of the league thought the Fever buzz from last year was loud, they haven't heard anything yet.